All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80. Hey, tight. Slam.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in Week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Keeps himself upright. Broken tackle. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On 1st down. It's Freeman, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. Look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. Well, right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Check 26.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a carry for Blount. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He's going to fire this thing deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards on the play, first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again, Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be third down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Again, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Fournette, a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Now Leonard Fournette. And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Go!
On 3rd down, Ryan.
Here we go!
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right at the 35. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 47-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check. Watch it.
Jackson to throw again. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a return will stop right around the 25. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Check, check, check.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Ryan. And he finds a man. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The Falcons on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. SOS. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Fournette on the counter. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let him know. Check it out, Reed. He's checking.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing is Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And some space here. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
There you go. Check 9, check 9.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. On the run, it's Fournette. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Around the NFL, 3rd quarter from Foxborough. The Bills, they've moved out in front over the Patriots. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Check. Ready to go.
Freeman again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Ito Smith. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 44, Ryan. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but On offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, Blunt. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 13. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Corey Clement, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D-linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, here's Blunt. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Ryan. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Ryan. Calais Campbell. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They give it to him running left. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? A shotgun give to Fournette. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So this will be a win